Hi everyone, welcome to 3ds Max tutorial for beginners. In the first video we're going to go through the interface of 3ds Max. By default 3ds Max come with a lot of functionality and lots of buttons, menus, windows on the interface. So don't be alarmed by the interface. We're going to go through step by step, and by the end of these tutorials everything will make sense. So let's get started. Now we're going to start from the top. So if I go to the left corner or top left corner here and click on the Max button here, you can see that we have this menu, and from this menu we can create new scene, we can reset the scene, open the scene, save scene, save as, import 3D model or export 3D model. Now we're going to go into the details of each menu and stuff as we go through the course, but this is just in general overview. So you can think this Max button as a file menu on other application that you may be familiar with, like Photoshop, Illustrator, Unity, or Maya. So if you click on the file menu, you can save, create, and export, import, and that kind of stuff. So this Max button is just like that. Next to that is a shortcut bar. Now this shortcut bar contains few shortcuts, and one great thing about the 3ds Max is that if you hover your cursor on a button or something, this will give you a tooltip and tell you what this does. Just some info here. So if I hover my cursor on this shortcut bar icons, you can see we have a new scene, we have open file, save file, undo, redo, and then we have a project folder button next to that. Alright, and then we have this drop down menu. If I click on this will open up this menu here, and this is basically a workspace. So if I select the design standards, all of my panels and windows will move around and I will get completely new layout. So this is for basically if you are an architect and you want to work on rendering, so you can change this to meet your needs. Like if you're not modeling, you can set your interface to just like lighting, materials, rendering, and all that kind of stuff. So in this series of tutorials we're going to stick with the workspace default, but you can try others and maybe that work better for you. Alright, below that we have lots of menus, or we can call this a set of menus. And we have menus like edit, we can undo, redo, hold, delete, clone, move, rotate, scale, and a lot of stuff, and we're going to go through all of these functions as we go through the course. And if you notice, next to each command we have a hotkey or a keyboard shortcut. You can use that. Now you don't have to memorize all of the keyboard shortcuts or hotkeys. As you use them, by the time you will remember them. Alright. Next to the edit menu we have a tools, group, view, create, modifiers, animation, graph editor, rendering, and so on. And we're going to go through into the details as we go, so don't get confused at all. Now below this menu bar or this set of menus we have this another bar here, and this bar is called toolbar, and you can call this main toolbar. And we're going to use a lot of tools from this menu toolbar here. And we have tools like move, rotate, scale, select, undo, redo, and we have lots of stuff here. And for now just remember this is toolbar, and below that is another bar, and this bar is called ribbon. And ribbon contain options like modeling, freeform selection, and in the modeling we have options like polygon modeling. So for now just remember this is ribbon, so just get a little idea on what the interface windows are and what they're called, so that as we go, like I say, go to the ribbon, so you know where the ribbon is and what the ribbon is. Alright, so below this ribbon in the middle we have viewport. Now this area is called viewport, and all of our 3D work will go here. We're gonna create, manipulate objects here. And this called quad view. We have 4 different views. You can see that here: top, front, left, and perspective. And we're going to go into the details in upcoming videos. Alright, on the left side of the application we have this another window, and this window is called Scene Explorer, and this will contain all of options or the objects that we create in the scene, like lights, cameras, 3D models that we create, import, everything will be here, and we can reorder them, and all that kind of stuff will go here. On the right side of the application we have this window here, and this window is called command panel, and this is just like a heart of the application. A lot of time we're going to spend here, and we're going to take a look at how we can create, modify objects using this panel here. Below or the bottom, on the bottom of the application we have this slider here, and this is for scrubbing your animation, so you can just drag this and add animation keys or frames here. And And below that we have the status bar. This will give us some info as we select objects and do a few different operations here in the viewport. And then we have this 3 input values, or the boxes here, and we can type in some numbers here, and we're gonna take a look at this as we go. Next to that is few buttons for adding animation keys, and then we have few buttons for playing back animations. You can see that. And in the very bottom right corner we have few buttons for manipulating this inside this viewport, and how we can minimize or maximize this viewport. Alright, so this is just a basic overview of the interface, and I hope this make a little bit of a sense, and don't get confused. Everything will make sense as we go, so don't get alarmed by this. Just get a little bit of idea how this interface is as we're going through. Just remember that this is ribbon, toolbar, viewport, and Scene Explorer, command panel. These are a few main elements of the application, and we're going to use them most of the time. Alright, so if you have any questions or problems, you can let me know in the comments, and I will try my best to answer all of the questions, and I will see you in the next one.